All right, so hi, I'm Beck Lane, and as you can see, I am desperately tired and in a U-Haul van. This morning, I have to go to Arcos, to the Creative Liberties studio, and pack up. I was there till about 11:30 last night, taking paintings off the walls and trying to get packing done. But I've been really despondent. Excuse me, and lost several nights' sleep over the weekend because as great as that space has been, I needed to raise a certain amount of money to go to Georgia and also for living expenses while I'm in Georgia. I'm sorry, I just like it never ends. And I didn't reach my goals. I didn't reach my goals. So I've been losing a lot of sleep and spending a lot of time just like crying. Just crying and feeling like an utter and complete failure again. And I so desperately, again, don't want to let people down. Don't want to let down investors who have bought my work down. I don't want to let down the people who gave me fellowships this spring. I don't want to let down my friends in the art community and the good people that are around me, etc., etc. And it's really hard. It's really hard here, and anywhere when things are just a never-ending struggle for artists, and you're seen the way I am told I am seen, and you are depended on the way I am told I am depended on. I want to act with dignity and be treated with respect and um, just not be a disappointment over and over again. And so last night, once again, I didn't get any sleep. I was crying most of the night because I just felt like life in Sarasota had finally defeated me, had finally done it. During my artist residency, we went through two hurricanes, which meant personally, I spent 2 weeks packing and unpacking a studio and my place to live, which I didn't even get fully unpacked. Everything's still mainly in bags and off the floor. But 2 weeks doing packing and unpacking and going to this, to my artist residency at Arcos with Creative Liberties and appreciating it so much. But it's a lot. It's a lot, as my friend India would say. It's a lot. And then there's weeks waiting for people to come back out of their houses, and people just started coming out of their houses and roaming around and looking and shopping again this weekend. And this was my last weekend there. I have to be out today because they have somebody else moving or other people moving in tomorrow. So that's part of what's going on and why I'm a mess. But then I wake up this morning at 9:30 after having like a 3 hour nap, 3.5 hour nap. I woke up to messages from my friend Greg Cruz, and from a slew of other people letting me know about this GoFundMe page, which I honestly never expected. I quite honestly didn't expect people to care quite that much because other people have lost their homes and their jobs in these two hurricanes. And on a second artist residency, the one all the way to Georgia, is such a luxury that I really didn't expect anybody to care. I was just letting people who were kind of invested in this and had been watching, just letting them know I may not be able to make it happen. I may have to relinquish it. after all our hard work, not just mine. But I just wanted to say thank you to Greg. Sorry, I'm so tired. I have so much more work to do too. Thank you to Greg, and thank you to anybody who has, for some unknown reason, decided to help me again. This is not what I want. I don't want to be running around with a tin cup out. I want to be as successful as it seems. People see me from the outside and they think, "Oh, you're at a different level in the arts." But I'm at such an in-between place where I'm not doing, I'm not doing the thing, the decorative thing, and I'm not museum, which is where I want to be on the museum level. I've been working so hard for. I'm just at this in-between state, and I don't do work that is decorative. What? Of course it fell down. Told me to stop crying. But I don't do work that's decorative. I do work that hopefully holds meaning and value. So I'm always writing this weird in-betweenish line on everything. I did do decorative. I did do, just for fun work. And that didn't really get me anywhere. And it's, at this point, that's not where I want to be. I want to be at a higher level. So I just want to say thank you to people who are helping to keep me going. Last night I was sitting in the studio space. Actually, I was sitting in a bathroom stall outside the studio space, just staring at the wall and crying. Like, how do I live in an art city and it's just nothing but failure? And all of a sudden I got pictures from new friends who were working Chalk Fest. They were outside the door. They were looking for me, and when I went in, they were there, and then other friends came in. My new friend Colby and my friend Thomas and my friend Bill and all these other people started coming in, and I so appreciate it. I felt like Jimmy Stewart in It's a Wonderful Life. So again, I don't want to have a tin cup out all the time. But right now, to help me get to Georgia so that I can then turn around and help other people go up a ladder rung or bring more exposure to Sarasota and help with, help in some way with the arts in Sarasota and how we are seen. I really appreciate it. I so appreciate your kindnesses. I'm going to go because this is not going to stop. I have other stuff I'm dealing with that I don't know how I'm going to make happen, but at least here in this moment with this artist residency in Georgia, I just want to say I appreciate your investment, and that's how I see the investment, all of it, all the kindnesses as an investment. And I see it as an act of faith that you believe that I can go higher and that I am someone in this community who will turn around and help other artists, other people around them. That's always the intention. So I'm going to get my whiny, cryy, sleepy ass off this now and go to Arcos and start packing. If you're packing the truck, if you're downtown, I'm on Central Ave. Just stop by and say hi, and I'd love to give you a hug and say thank you, or just like to help me get stuff into the truck. I'm going to be doing this by myself, loading it and unloading it again. Again, I'm sorry to complain because I didn't lose my house. I didn't lose my place to live. So anyway, I'm going to go. My head is groggy. I slept like 3.5 hours and pooped. Um, thank you, everyone. Ciao, ciao.